Yo, just so you understand it, this is Coach Carvel Bailey's program with the spirit of Bob Hambry.
This is Blessed to Ball, helping athletes, and we represent. Study your craft, your mentality leads to excellence. It's all about your mindset. We'll never stop addressing this, so be positive and not a pessimist. Confidence took James Harden higher. If you really want it, it ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard as carbon fiber, but we got you. From counseling to workshops, we do it. You'll go farther with a scholarship. We'll help you get recruited. Yo, anyone can dribble and shoot, but it's the ones who study basketball internally that make it to Duke University. Knowledge goes around. The game is played from the neck up and not from the shoulders down. This is Blessed to Ball, helping you with obstacles. The athletes are the rocket. Blessed to Ball is the rocket fuel. If you hit a wall, we can help you slowly climb it. So keep a Mamba mentality like Kobe Bryant.
Blessed to Ball.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Blessed to Ball.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Blessed to Ball.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play.
Blessed to Ball.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Blessed to Ball.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Blessed to Ball.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play. Yo, Coach Carvel Bailey. Hey, listen to your coach, man. He ain't no scrub off the street. That man got credentials, academic and street. Believe it, and my name is Strategic.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How you doing? This is Coach Carvel Bailey, and welcome to another episode of Lunch and Learn. So on today's episode, I just want to ask you a question. Is your athlete hip? Is your athlete hip? And I'm not talking about is your athlete the type to wear fly pants, hanging down, showing their draws. I'm not talking about your athlete got a cap on, tilted to one side or another, right? Them believing that they're hip that way. I'm not talking about that hip. I'm talking about the hip that will take them a long way, well beyond after the basketball stops bouncing. And so what hip am I talking about? I'm talking about, one, is your athlete hungry, right? Is your athlete really hungry? Now, there's a difference in being hungry and being thirsty. There's a difference in being hungry and being thirsty. I've talked about this in the past, but is your athlete really hungry? Does your athlete want to eat, right? People that are hungry will do the things necessary so that they can eat, right? Those individuals that understand you eat what you catch, you eat what you kill. So their benefits is coming from what they're doing to reach that particular goal. How hungry is your athlete? Well, your athlete just sit back, right? They're full. They have nothing to motivate them. They have nothing to push them. They have nothing to entice them to get to that next level because they're already full. They're already comfortable. They've already settled in. So is your athlete settled and complacent, or are they hungry? That's the H, right? Are they hip? Is your athlete hungry? And then the second thing, is your athlete intentional? When your athlete goes to the gym, how intentional are they? When your athlete studies film, if they even study film, how intentional are they? When your athlete goes in the classroom, how intentional are they? Do they understand the outcome before they go into something? That's being intentional. Does your athlete understand the outcome that they're looking to gain by doing whatever they're doing, or are they just going through the motions and doing it? See, that's being intentional. Are they intentional about the shots they're shooting in practice? Are they intentional about the speed that they're going in practice? Are they intentional about the length of time they're working out in practice, right? Are they intentional about getting their assignments done, right? Are they intentional about what they're putting in their body? Are they intentional about what they're putting in their mind? Are they intentional, or are they just going through the motions, kind of drifting throughout life? And if you're not intentional, what will happen? And what you're probably saying happen with your athlete, now they're reacting. right? This happens, now they're reacting. This happens, now they're reacting. Do you, as a parent, sometimes feel like you're constantly putting out fires? Right? A sport that your athlete is supposed to love, do you feel like you're constantly putting out fires? You're constantly trying to encourage your athlete. You're constantly trying to refrain from them getting depressed, getting down mentally, right? Getting on themselves. That's probably because they're drifting and now they're reacting to everything that's coming towards them and they're not being intentional. So is your athlete hungry? Number one. Second thing is your athlete intentional, number two. And then the third thing is your athlete patient. Are they patient? See, because if they can be, if they're hungry and if they're intentional about what they're doing, now all they have to do is just be patient. Because if they're putting in the work based on their hunger, based on their intentions, now all they have to do is just keep doing that consistently and just be patient. And by being patient, them reaching their goal will happen. It's not going to happen over time, like right away. It happens over time. That's called delayed gratification. See, there are too many athletes, as well as too many parents, they want it right now. They want it right now. But because you are instilling in your athlete that they have to go get it right now. They have to be the leading scorer right now. They have to be the best player right now. They have to get all the exposure right now. They have to get all the recruitment offers right now. You're stressing your athlete out. You're stressing your athlete out, and you're causing some of the stress and strain that they're having that's going on in their mind. And then that makes them more confused. And now that takes away their patience because you want it to happen right away, this microwave generation. But now they're not being intentional about what they're doing. And because they're not being intentional, that takes away their hunger. So instead of your athlete being hip, they go to being psst, right? That's what they, instead of being hip, let's reverse it. It's like, right? Right? That's what they go to. And so now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. Basketball season is starting. Now is what actually, I stand corrected. There still is time, but it's a little late for this season. There still is time, but it's a little late for this season. See, because now, right, I'm here in Chicagoland, and it's been flurries all day. It's been snow flurries all day. And so a wise man once told me this. He said, there comes a time where the winter will ask, what did you do in the summer? So we're here. It's going to come a time where the winter will ask, what did you do in the summer? Meaning, I put it another way, one of my buddy Antonio Wilkes, right, put it to me this way. You may beat me when it's skull cap, when it's baseball cap time. When it's baseball cap time, because it's warm, it's hot, all those things, but you won't beat me when it's time for the Scullies. You won't beat me when it's time for the Scullies. You know why? Because I've put in the work in the summer. See, in the wintertime, we wear Scullies. And the height of basketball season is in the wintertime. December, January, February. Here in Chicago, March, right? March Madness if you make it that long. But December, January, February, the height of basketball season, when it's time to put these Scullies on, you're not going to beat me when it's this time. You may beat me when we putting on baseball caps when it's the summer and everybody going playing, right? Different leagues, AAU, club, whatever they're doing. But it comes a point in time where the winter will ask, what did you do in the summer? And a lot of athletes, because they weren't hungry, they weren't intentional, and they didn't have patience, they quit and they stopped developing themselves. And now we're back at the season again. And instead of your athlete being hip, they're P-I-H, right? You pronounce it, puh. They're really not where they should be because they spent too much time in the summer just working on their jump shot at an ineffective rate, or their hezzy at an ineffective rate, instead of working on their mind that will then help them work on their game, which brings me back to the 3 points: hungry, intentional, patient. There's still time for your athlete to develop, but they basically lost time because it's winter now. It's about to be winter. Now is the time where people are taking looks at your athlete in the school setting. Summertime is fine. Nobody plays defense in the summer. It's not structured in the summer. Majority of programs, majority of teams, is not structured in the summer. And they only are focused on scoring. But now coaches want to come out to your athletes' high school games to see the totality of who they are, and how they operate. And the fact of the matter is, it's wintertime now. And the winter will be asking your athlete, as well as yourself, what did they do in the summer? And this is where you will see your money well spent as an investment, or your money flushed down the drain because you too were bamboozled into thinking that your athlete's physical skill set is all that mattered. And nobody took time to express these 3 things that I'm talking about today: how they can become more hungry, what will motivate them to become more hungry, right? Them being intentional and knowing what they're going to work on, and then being patient enough to allow those things to happen with the proper amount of time. So study and focus on those 3, and just know it was cool when it was baseball cap time, but now it's Scully's, and it's game time. It's winning time. And that's why we are about to start our winter cohort for our Hoostmaster University. So now's the time to get in. So if you haven't had a chance to schedule your discovery call with us, like, you're putting yourself at a disservice and your athlete. So go schedule that discovery call with us, right? And let's see exactly how we can help your athlete. And that's at BeTheRightRecruit.com. But your athlete should be hip, not put. All right. So watch this with your athlete, and don't forget to reach out to us, because we know where our athletes go that come through us. We also know where athletes go that don't come through us, and how in 6 months or less, we're getting calls from their parents saying my money was wasted in someplace else, and now we want to come to Hoostmaster. And that process is a little bit harder than initially. All right? I got my kids back in here. I got to go. Y'all be good. Share this with your athlete. We'll holler. One.
Yo, just so you understand it, this is Coach Carvel Bailey's program with the spirit of Bob Hambry.
This is Blessed to Ball, helping athletes, and we represent. Study your craft, your mentality leads to excellence. It's all about your mindset. We'll never stop addressing this, so be positive and not a pessimist. Confidence took James Harden higher. If you really want it, it ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard as carbon fiber, but we got you. From counseling to workshops, we do it. You'll go farther with a scholarship. We'll help you get recruited. Yo, anyone can dribble and shoot, but it's the ones who study basketball internally that make it to Duke University. Knowledge goes around. The game is played from the neck up and not from the shoulders down. This is Blessed to Ball, helping you with obstacles. The athletes are the rocket. Blessed to Ball is the rocket fuel. If you hit a wall, we can help you slowly climb it. So keep a Mamba mentality like Kobe Bryant.
Blessed to Ball.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Blessed to Ball.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Blessed to Ball.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play.
Bless the ball.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Bless the ball.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Bless the ball.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play. Yo, Coach Carvel Bailey. Hey, listen to your coach, man. He ain't no scrub off the street. That man got credentials, academic and street. Believe it. And my name is Strategic.
Oh my God.